U.S. launches forced labor enforcement initiative. Widening scope also seen in ban of Chinese products over mistreatment of Uyghur minority. The federal government is getting serious about modern slavery and forced labor, and American companies need to be prepared for the resulting expansion of a broad range of enforcement efforts. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, has announced an unprecedented partnership with Liberty Shared, a non-profit organization with global coverage founded in Hong Kong, to combat forced labor in global commerce. The intention is for the organization to work closely with the DHS Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, Global Trade Investigations Division. This new alliance between DHS and the non-profit world is expected to both broaden and strengthen the U.S. government's criminal enforcement efforts in investigating and prosecuting corporations that benefit financially from forced labor in the supply chain. DHS is operating under the Trafficking Victims Protection Act, TVPA, and the Tariff Act of 1930 on goods made in whole or in part by forced labor, note attorneys for the law firm of Pillsbury Winthrop Shaw Pittman. Liberty Shared is an organization which aims to prevent human trafficking through legal advocacy, technological interventions and strategic collaborations with non-governmental organizations, NGOs, corporations and financial institutions globally. Under the TVPA, corporations face criminal liability when they benefit financially from human trafficking in reckless disregard that their business ventures engaged in such exploitation. A U.S. corporation can be held criminally liable for corporate human trafficking even where the exploitation occurs abroad. Companies can face up to $500,000 in fines, or twice the economic benefit derived from the violation. HSI's investigations also can lead DHS's Customs and Border Protection, CBP, to block imports of products produced by slave labor from entry into the United States. This happened recently when CBP banned from import products the agency says were produced in China by forced labor arising from the Chinese Communist government's persecution of the country's Muslim Uyghur minority population. CBP also has banned products from other countries. The United Nations estimates that China has confined more than 1 million Uyghurs to detention camps. Intrusive monitoring of the remaining population using high-tech surveillance, compulsory re-education efforts and other forms of governmental abuse have caused Amnesty International to term the oppression as horrific. These human rights abuses present significant risks for companies who supply. For more on this story, visit the news article link.